Welcome back to Fallout. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV with the Rude Man. In the last episode, we met with Hildibrand, and we're looking for a vase. We found it in this well here, and it was busted into 1,000 pieces. So we're looking for somebody by the name of the Hammer to get it fixed. And we know exactly where to go. So let's see here if I can take a shortcut. We're going to go to Camp Blue Fog. All right, where are we looking? This way? Aha, I see a sign. Lashu, what have you found? A Doblin carcass. The Doblin's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been dead long. Maybe whoever did it is still around? And to the north, maybe? Look, there's Gilligan. What have you here, Gilgamesh? A basilisk carcass. The basilisk's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. Isn't that what the other one said? A single blow in the head. Impressive. This way? Hey, that's something we need right there. Well, he went down pretty easy. Was he the only one? No, there's more. One more, maybe? That was it. Sweet. Back on the trail. Do we want to mess with that guy? Oh. Sneak behind him. Don't step on his tail. Up, there's Hildibrand. What'd you find? An ugly one-eyed beast. The Doblin, the basilisk, this Ahriman, all were slain with a hammer, as was that beast over yonder, unless I am mistaken. To hell is that? A chimera? That chimera must be of his latest prize, which means he must still be about. Mayhap he's watching us at this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. Alas, it comes to this. Though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable. What must you do this that is so terrible? I must dance. I am a Manderville man, doing what only a Manderville can. From the peaks of Corthius to Thanalan, Manderville man. Well, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I cannot avert mine eyes. That, pant, pant, that is the dance of House Manderville, passed down from father to son. Were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good man, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead, though it be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of my family's traditions. I must bequeath to you the Manderville. We have a new dance called the Manderville. And yes, it's as silly as it sounds. We are as siblings now, my constant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Manderville. Now, you must use that knowledge. Go to the fallen chimera and dance like only a Manderville can. Okay. What's that thing? Yuck. All right. We got to dance like a Manderville. Here we go, I guess. Hey, look, there's a hammer stuck in that thing's head, foot. Oh, wow. There's hammers everywhere. Well, go on. Dance. Oh my God. Fancy yourself a Manderville man. You would do what only a Manderville can. Then lift your leg and put up your hands. Be a Manderville man. He comes. It's Daddy. Ho, 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 you have naught to fear from me. Not at all. The only accounts I come to settle were with the chimera. Why is he naked? But you were not drawn here by some coincidence, were you? No, you came in search of me, Godbert. Why else would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? But more importantly, how in the hells did you learn the Manderville? If I did not teach it to you, who then? What the hell? By the grace of Thal, what sorcery is this? He yet lives? He thought his son was dead. Why is he running? The $6 million man. Dun, 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 dun. If he couldn't do the dance because his muscles were sore, how's he running like that? Hildibrand, Maximilian. Well, if he wasn't dead before, you're going to kill him. Why did he do that? 10 years, Hildibrand. 10 years since you left home, and 5 since I learned of your trip to Dalamud. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion that their beloved son was dead? Son? You are Hildy's father? Godbert the Godsmith. Godbert the Goldsmith, a Manderville man. Smithing is only a Manderville can. Oil him up and give him a tan, fit for a Manderville man. Please, Father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. This antique vase must be made whole once more for the sake of Miss Maria. Ha! Do not worry, little one. I deal with worse cases before my morning bowel movement. Oh, I bet she needed to know that. Hold your applause until the end. Beargot, guide my hammer. Whoa! Look how it sparkles in the twilight, how it radiates elegance. Would you all not agree that this is a work of art? You've completely destroyed a priceless antique historical value. Nonsense. I've taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you were paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer? Father, that's not my path. I'm an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others, too, innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped off from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you had put away such childish dreams. Well, no matter. You will understand in due time. No, I will not. I am an inspector, Father. I can be naught else. Mr. Godbert, sir, I don't think my mother's going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildibrand help with the investigation. We cannot say that for certain, can we? Mayhaps she will take a liking to this, reimagining. You spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his, and Keto as well, I should think. I see you two possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad am I to have met you, Greg. Now, let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received. Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be traveling there on business once I have finished gathering materials. Ho! I think I might have seen the demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow anon. All right, back to Vesper Bay. There's the inspector. Well, the other inspector. All right, Maria. See how bad a trouble you're in. I hope she likes it. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chicanery? I don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now see here, Lady Dorilda, not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but... Gaudy trash? Lord Manderville, sir, I did not realize you had arrived. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations on esteemed gentlemen such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. Oh, it does, my lady. It does indeed, especially that exquisite vase over yonder, although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction. Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it. I love it. I would go so far as to call it the new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection. Ah, what a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandervilles do take so pride in our work and ever strive for professional perfection. But why am I repeating what my son Hildibrand doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the duelist's threats? Enough expository banter, I say. I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildibrand, will you not? Wait a minute. Your father's Lord Godbert Manderville, the man who took Elonde Quiveran's seat on the syndicate? It appears there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years of which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Bradian? Is it? Bradian. God, I'll never get that right either. I think I called him Braden before. All right, we got to go speak to him. I'm just going to keep calling him Braden because I don't know how to pronounce that. Why are you still here? Allow me to elucidate. Lady Dorilda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now, kindly share with us all your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jojonpa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Dorilda's sellswords. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay. Oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk along each route. The real Treaty Blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. What was that for? Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming that you have the capacity to conduct yourselves in assuming fashion. Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourselves in an unassuming fashion? Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? Perhaps a description? You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. It sounds like Gilligan. Ha! A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy Carthius. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come on, or don't. I could care less. Be seeing you. Bye. Pray forgive my lateness. Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. A victim described him as halberd-wielding brute dressed in a ridiculous outfit. A ridiculous outfit? Now I am intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? Huh. What reasons indeed? It is enough to make a gentleman laugh. The three collectors. Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly small folk in accordance with Inspector Braden's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No? Then let us sally forth at once. All right, so we're heading for Carthius. Let's see if I can find the easiest way there. All right, let's see. We'll head up this way. And around the corner. There should be another road around the corner here. And it's a blustery night, but I think I see it ahead here. There we are. A sellsword sergeant. Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are one of the many tasked with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade? Clearly, you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. At ease, Sergeant, they're with us. More small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. But, sir, well, booger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. I say, is this land always so inhospitable? The biting winds, the endless snows. Mayhap, keeping active will help me to stay warm. Oh, should I chance to find that thieving duelist, I will, of course, summon you, after administering the requisite beating. Ha ha. Bye, Gilligan. Good, you're still... Huh? Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Oh, you speak of Greg? He ventured outside the gates where mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief, as we are. Come, Nashu, we must answer the call of duty. Well, you look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my man near the east gates? We're undermanned over there. Okay, East Gate, eh? Is this the man? Sellsword Watchman. You see that just now? No? I don't think my eyes were playing tricks on me, but there's only one way to be sure. You wait here. Would you see something? Inspector, over there, look. What is it, Nashu? Pray tell me what you see. Aha, I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Who's he talking to? Why, hello there, my friends. Is aught amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment, I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu, we have lingered here overlong. We must egress post-haste. What are you doing, Hildibrand? There's not out of the ordinary here either. No luck, huh? We have scoured every ilm of this area to no avail. I can only conclude that, having learned that his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildibrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding. Or perhaps he is waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits. I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but gentlemen should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use. Oh, she's got the weapon. By the 12, is that the self-same spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? It was buried in the snow. Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly bound or armed should worse come to worse. Now then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium. There goes Gilligan. Let's head east, I guess. Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the self-same creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? They're all blind, I guess. Completely. Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways, it bore resemblance to a spear, but in others, it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, to which was welded a musket barrel. 'Twas one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, how I yearn to reclaim it, the strongest of spears. That weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. Grr, now you call me Shirley? No matter. Give it to me. Give it to me. This spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. This spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. What the hell? I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thank you. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss Ellie, you are grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man who I am certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. Uh-oh. I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. A confession to what? I've done naught wrong. Bah, you all are beyond reason. You got your weapon, Hildy. Aha. Yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be the coup de grace. Where are they going? Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impassable. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't. So let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face that duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can. Speak with Hildibrand. All right, so it's been, like I said, 3 years since I've recorded any of this game. In those 3 years, a lot of changes have happened. There's a lot of the fights that you used to have a group of at least four people to do. You still do, but if you have a higher level character, which I do, I can solo this. But this character I'm playing is not high enough level. So I have 2 accounts. So I'm going to go over and log into my other account with a level 100 character. And that level 100 character is going to party up with this one and go through this and complete this. Now, I used to get a group of other players, but the problem is, because of the internet nowadays, a lot of people don't want their characters online without their permission. And so if I just got 4 or 3 random players to go in with me, I wouldn't be able to show you, because I would be showing you their characters and their names and what where they play and all that kind of stuff, and it just isn't right. So I just as soon do it this other way. I'll get my other character and we'll take care of it. Okay, here's my other character. That's Laura Croft, if you don't recognize her. And she's from another world. Doesn't matter which one. Let me set this up here. Yes, it was behind these doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have forgotten I've gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this was. A silent guardian, content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understood. We were fated to duel, you and I. Best me, and you may have the spear. Fail, and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you think not? I will even extend them to your allies. I grant you leave to summon others. After all, it will avail you no advantage. For Gilgamesh, it is embiggening time. Oh, that's a nice trick. Battle on the big bridge is a regular duty. Now, regular duty means I can't go in with NPCs. I have to go in as a group. But I don't have to go in with a full group because Laura Croft is level 100, so she's more than able to take care of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have her start a party with me. And then what we can do is she's going to set it up so that it doesn't need to be a full party, that we can just go in with the two of us. So let me do that real quick. All right, and then let's see. Battle of the Big Bridge. All right, we're ready to go. Let's go in. Now my character's not high enough level, so to do it by themselves, I'm just going to have him follow Laura Croft. Okay, so let's have Roland follow her. I'm over here on a different computer, so
fine, I admit it. Fighting all 8 of you is
all
just
8
too
of
much
us
for me.
All 8 of us, huh? Okay.
Not? Ha! I lied! Have at thee! Why, I've been had! This is far from the strongest of spears. I feel so betrayed. Goodness gracious! I, just remembered something.
He's running. Don't let him get away. Go get him, Laura. I've got I've got 3, or let's see, at least 3 worlds of characters. There's 8. You can have 8 characters on each world, and I've got a full amount on each world, and they're mostly a high level. I'll have to show you someday. Am I still being followed? Yeah, okay. Come on, Roland.
I must say, I quite enjoy these tussles. I feel we've gained another step. I won't go down so easily.
Yes, you will. You're already gone. Bye.
Well then. That's enough of a beating for now.
Well, thank you, Laura. So she's already gone. We're out of here. Is that Hildy on the ground? What happened to Hildy? Alone, yet still armed. Yeah, well, whatever. Speak to Dorilda in Vesper Bay. All right, so we got to go back to Vesper Bay. Yeah, so I'm compromising by doing that the way I did it. If I was to get 8 other people and go in and do that legitimately, those other 8 people would be real people, and without their permission, I couldn't film them. So that's why in past what I have done is I've just done the battle and not filmed it. Let's see, we need to go to Vesper Bay, don't we? Might as well use these up while I got them. So yeah, in videos past, what I would do is I would start the battle and let you see the cutscene of the starting cutscene. I would fight the battle with the other people, and then when the battle was over, I would show you that, and you just wouldn't be able to see all the people fighting. We're at Vesper Bay, but where's my person at? Oh, down here. Okay. Ah, 'tis more magnificent than I imagined. 'Twill make a fine addition to my collection. And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it's a shame that Greg turned out to be the thief. There you are. Inspector Braden? Why did you not wait for me at the docks? Uh-oh. What? Why are you all staring at me so? Never mind that. Where's my treaty blade? Didn't we just give you the treaty blade? Yeah, we've been had. Disguise yourself as the client and let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. Sure, he really was just a duelist. Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brain? It must be so boring. If the man in red did not send in the challenge, then who did? Ow. Evidently, Hildibrand's got a hard head. Ow. I believe this is addressed to me, condescending Inspector Braden. Piss off. 400 years have I slept. 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. The design and the wording are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Very well. I, and I alone, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. You want a challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon. Maria's pretty happy. How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen? And you, Maria. Well, I suppose it is a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing to and fro, a pair of gentlemen mummers. Ah ha ha ha. You know, it's been far too long since we've seen a show. We should head into the city later, just you and me. Not bad, Hildy. Not bad at all. You are indeed a Manderville man. Mark my face, O phantom of many faces, for it is the face of the Huff Puff. That's the end of the 3 collectors, I guess. I can't read any of that. The fiend dares lay claim to the fair maiden's virtue. A seeds of jealousy quicken with an inspector's soul. Can true love bloom on the battlefield? A case of indecency. Hey, what's with the googles those men were wearing? They look special. The googles. The googles. Let me try that again. Hey, what's with the goggles those men are wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair. I guess we'll find out next time. Bye. Okay. Well, that's it for this one. The next one's going to be in Costa del Rey, it looks like. I hope you had fun, and I hope to see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.